Hello and welcome back to our channel. And today we bring you a breaking story that's sending shockwaves through the international community. Tensions are rising in the South China Sea as a China vessel's aggressive actions have sparked a high-stakes chase involving U.S. and Philippine warships. Join us as we delve into the details and explore the implications of this escalating situation. The South China Sea. In a daring move, a China vessel fired water cannons on Philippine fishing boats, sparking outrage and concern. This act of aggression has led to a rapidly unfolding series of events, with both the United States and the Philippines responding assertively. The incident took place in the South China Sea, an area claimed by multiple nations, including China and the Philippines. The waters have been a subject of territorial disputes for years, with China's expansive claims often causing friction with its neighbors. The use of water cannons is seen as a provocative and dangerous action. It's a symbolic display of force that can quickly escalate tensions in such a volatile region. In response to the China vessel's actions, the United States and the Philippines swiftly deployed their naval assets. U.S. and Philippine warships set sail to intercept the vessel and address the escalating situation. The United States is committed to upholding freedom of navigation in the South China Sea. We will not tolerate any aggressive actions that threaten regional stability. China is facing a growing international backlash after one of its Coast Guard vessels used a water cannon against a Philippine boat in the South China Sea on Saturday. An incident analysts say escalates an already tense situation and could see the United States and its allies speed up plans for joint patrols in the waterway. Video from the Philippines showed a large Chinese Coast Guard ship spraying a much smaller Philippine boat that was attempting to deliver supplies to a garrison of Philippine Marines on 2nd Thomas Shoal, a South China Sea feature in Manila's exclusive economic zone that China calls Renai Reef and also claims as its sovereign territory. Images from the Philippine Coast Guard also showed the Chinese ship moving dangerously close in front of the Philippine Coast Guard vessels as they escorted the resupply boats. The Philippine Coast Guard strongly condemns the China Coast Guard's dangerous maneuvers and illegal use of water cannons against PCG vessels. The PCG wrote in a statement shared on its official Facebook account Saturday. By Sunday, Manila's main ally, Washington, condemned the Chinese actions and reiterated that it would meet its mutual defense treaty obligations with the Philippines. The United States reaffirms an armed attack on Philippine public vessels, aircraft, and armed forces, including those of its Coast Guard in the South China Sea, would invoke U.S. mutual defense commitments under Article IV of the 1951 U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty. U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said in a statement, U.S. allies joined in a united front with Washington and Manila, and the Canadian Embassy in Manila said Ottawa unreservedly condemns the dangerous and provocative actions taken by the Chinese Coast Guard. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. said on Monday his Foreign Affairs Secretary delivered a diplomatic note of complaint, along with images and videos on what had happened, to the Chinese ambassador in Manila. Meanwhile, the Philippine Foreign Ministry and armed forces held a joint press conference condemning what they called China's dangerous and illegal practice of using water cannon, saying the action put the lives of the Filipino crew at risk in violation of humanitarian and international law. Analysts and Philippine politicians called Saturday's incident a step up from a string of Chinese-Philippine confrontations this year, including a Chinese ship aiming a laser at a Philippine vessel in February, and then a series of close encounters analyst Colin Coe called near collisions. Clearly, this latest incident represents an escalation, said Coe, research fellow at the S. Rajaratnam School of International Studies in Singapore. I really believe we're entering the period of brinkmanship diplomacy, Philippine Senator Alan Peter Cayetano told CNN affiliate CNN Philippines. If something goes wrong, it can really cause instability in the region, he said. But China shows no sign of backing off its claims. Two Filipino supply vessels, and 2 Coast Guard vessels illegally intruded into the waters adjacent to Renai Reef in China's Nansha Islands. Gan Yu, spokesman for the China Coast Guard, said according to the statement published on its website Sunday. Gan reasserted Chinese territorial claims on the islands and the South China Sea and vowed to continue law enforcement activity within the region. And on Monday, China's Coast Guard, in a statement, accused Manila of trying to permanently occupy Chinese sovereign territory. It said it fired water cannons as a warning to prevent collision after multiple warnings, and characterized its operation as professional, restrained, and justifiable. The safety and sovereignty of our citizens are paramount. We will take all necessary measures to protect our interests in these waters. The incident has wider geopolitical implications as it raises questions about the balance of power in the region. China's assertive behavior and territorial claims have often put it at odds with neighboring countries and the international community. This incident underscores the ongoing struggle for control over the South China Sea. It's not just about resources and trade routes. It's a matter of influence and dominance. As tensions rise, there's a growing concern about the potential for further escalation. Diplomatic efforts are underway to defuse the situation and prevent a full-blown conflict. Open lines of communication and diplomatic dialogue are crucial at this stage. We must find common ground to ensure peace and stability in the region. The situation in the South China Sea continues to develop, and its implications are far-reaching. The world watches closely as diplomatic efforts unfold and naval forces patrol the disputed waters. As always, we'll keep you updated on this evolving story. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful analysis of global events. Until next time.